Everyone, thank you. Welcome. I'm John Rossi, and it's my privilege to serve as the DDAP co-chair. DDAP is Duchess Disability Advocacy Partnership, and of course, the other co-chair is our executive director, Lisa Tarracone, whom I'm about to turn everything over to right now.
Thank you, John. Oh, we got somebody coming in here. So, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming today to honor Mayor Joel Griffith and for his leadership in promoting the message of inclusion in the village of Tivoli. People with disabilities continue to face numerous accessibility barriers on a daily basis and feel excluded from being able to fully access places of public accommodation in their communities. The creation and passage of the site plan approval of Tivoli's Village Code under the leadership of Mayor Griffith was formally adopted this past August and serves as a model to every municipality across the county for assessing new building site plan applications to comply with uniform code requirements for accessibility for individuals with disabilities to the maximum extent possible. I think those the words you put in there.
Those are the words, yes.
Katrina? Mayor Griffith, on behalf of Taconic Resources for Independence, Disability Advocacy Partnership, and Dutchess County Residents with Disabilities, we present this acknowledgement in appreciation of your leadership in making the Village of Tivoli a placemaking, welcoming, and more accessible community for people with disabilities.
So, if you have a few words.
I do, and I need to hold my paper and read them.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. It is a great honor for the Village of Tivoli and myself to receive this recognition from Taconic Resources for Independence. I have tremendous respect and admiration for this organization. The TRI's mission is laudable, goes without saying, and I admire their tenacity in advocating for the rights of the disabled in our region. And I further admire the manner in which they pursue that important mission. That manner is constructive, it is collaborative, it is educational. I know from my 14 years in public service that in order to make real change, it is often most effective to approach things in a positive and cooperative mode. A mode which opens people up to that change and makes them want to become a part of it, rather than a mode which gets them defensive, closed up, and shut down. Because we all know that change is hard for us human beings. We like habit, we like our routines, we get stuck in the status quo. Sometimes we need a push, and TRI knows how to give you that push, but do it nicely. It's really good strategy. But change is how things happen. It's how progress happens, and I salute TRI for pursuing this progress so ardently, while at the same time pursuing it in a manner that expands the network of allies and enlightens the rest of us. I'm personally grateful to Lisa Tarracone and John Rossi for reaching out to the Village of Tivoli over 2 years ago and pointing out to us that Tivoli was not where we needed to be, like many municipalities in our area. They met with me almost immediately to help me steer my community in a better direction. It's been both a gratifying and productive journey since then. You've helped me be a better mayor and my community be a better place, and I thank you both. I'd like to give these guys a round. Now, I've said it all along, and it's still true. I understand that our village is just at the beginning of the progress that needs to happen, and we still have a long way to go. Since I've been mayor 10 years now, we have done thousands of feet of sidewalk replacement, and it's all ADA. We've worked with so many community development block grants through the county. We've got ADA crosswalks. There's a couple thousand more feet of sidewalk I would like to do, but we're on the go. And of course, I'm very proud and grateful to the Board of Trustees for passing our new law this past August. And this new section of the Village Code is both symbolic and practical. It projects our commitment to ADA compliance, which will hopefully inspire other communities. And it actually implements a mechanic direction to our building department and planning board that will cause over time our businesses and places of public accommodation to do everything possible to increase accessibility. Every project that gets reviewed by the planning board and the building department with the same attention that historically they said, do you have enough parking spaces? What are going to be your hours? Is there going to be amplified music? They're going to say, are you currently accessible? How can you be more accessible? It's on that list and it's in the, it's right up front. Now, I think most of you know Tivoli has a cute downtown strip of shops and businesses that we're very proud of. And I'm pleased to say that we have a new bar restaurant coming to the village, and it's the first one since our law was passed in August. They're still a few months out from opening, and I don't want to pressure them too much by announcing their name and stealing their thunder, but I will say that they went before the planning board, and they're working with the building department, and this new establishment is going to have a ramp, and it's going to have fully ADA compliant bathrooms.
Oh, wow. So what
I want folks to understand, and what I'm so proud of, is that what the village board put in place legislatively is already having an impact, and I believe that over time, over the years, this will just build and build, and it'll make a real difference in our community. And of course, none of this progress in Tivoli would have happened, certainly not the new law, without the leadership and advocacy of TRI. I'm a huge fan. I think everyone in this room is a huge fan. And I know that you will keep up your excellent work. I will continue to help in any way I can. I believe everyone in this room will be eager to help. And I hope that as we leave here and go forward, we can get more and more people to sign on to your mission, get behind this, so that together we can build a community, a county, a society where everyone is included. So thank you so much for this recognition on behalf of Tivoli and myself. I'm so grateful, and I just admire and appreciate what you do. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Folks, first of all, thank you for all the kind words extended to Lisa and myself, Mr. Mayor. We have a number of distinguished guests here, which I'm going to introduce right away, and ask to come up and say a few words. Which we want some of these folks come out of their shell a little bit, speak in front of a public audience, and they won't need any help. I just would want to add, just real fast, that we looked at the municipalities in Dutchess County. There's 30 of them, and that's 2 cities and 8 villages and 20 towns. And not one have anything close to what Joel and his board have been able to achieve. And that's our mission going forward. I'd like to very much at this time introduce our County Executive Serrino. We'll be talking for a few minutes. County Executive, we're so pleased that you're here. And I know that you probably want to talk a little bit about good accessibility.
Thank you. Congratulations, and it's so awesome that you are the first to do this. And I really hope that other towns, municipalities follow your lead. Lisa, you brought it to my attention last year, talking about the accessibility, lack of accessibility. And you made me think, because I thought about my real estate office where my mom was in her 80s and she couldn't get into my real estate office without a hand grab. And I think about you, all of the stores, we think about Poughkeepsie, Beacon, with the step. The ramps are so important. So thank you for helping us start that initiative. And I think we're doing the roundtable
week of December 9th.
Week of December 9th, which we'll let you know.
Absolutely.
So thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, thank you, Connie.
Thank you to the whole team.
Thank you.
It takes a team. But Lisa,
Absolutely.
you are a great leader. So thank you.
Thank you for the partnership.
Thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
awesome. Joel, congratulations. Thank you.
County Executive, thank you. We have some representatives here from the office of Senator Hinchey and Assembly Member Schuster. I'm going to ask Ted Archschwerger, if you wouldn't mind coming up first, representing our Assembly Member Schuster. Sorry. Thank you, Ted.
Thanks so much for having us, and we're very happy to be here. It's an honor, Mayor Griffith, and to be with all of our partners here at the local level. At the state level, we rely on strong advocates like yourself, like DDAP, like Taconic Resources, to as you said, to keep us informed and of what the needs are. And sometimes, as you mentioned, more of a, as they call it, a foot in the door approach rather than a door to the face approach is better at helping people get through those kinds of changes. And so we want to present this proclamation to you, Mayor Griffith. Not that it is, I don't think it's excessive for this moment, despite the size. Simply because, though we're newer partners to the office, we, are very, we hear from our constituents that of the great work that you've been doing for the 10 years that you have been in office. And it's not just about inclusivity, but it is also about general equity for every single person in our community. So we
Thanks so much. This is absolutely the largest proclamation I've ever received. I'm very grateful.
we're very glad to provide.
Thanks so much.
Ted, thank you so much. And from the office of Senator Hitchie, Elizabeth Tavares, could you please
Hi.
take the stage?
Of course. Hi, everybody. It's wonderful to be here. Senator Hinchey sends her best regards to everyone. And if she were here, I know she would also salute TRI, all the folks here for the advocacy that you do on behalf of individuals with disabilities, helping them to, really access the services they need and participate fully in society. And so just, kudos. And just on a quick personal note, I'm so glad to be here. One of the most important people in my life, my favorite uncle, spent most of his life in a wheelchair at a time that was not as accessible, and there were not activities like this going on. So I wish he could see that there were municipalities like Tivoli doing this wonderful work. So with that in mind, we also have a proclamation to give Mayor Griffith, and just really salute you for the wonderful work that you're doing to promote dignity and access and independence in Tivoli. You've made Dutchess County a better place.
Elizabeth, thank you so much. If I could please ask Red Hook Mayor Karen Smythe to join us.
Congratulations. I am here in support and honor of my fellow mayor in Red Hook. We share a lot of things, and I have learned a great deal from Joel, and he treats all of his constituents with enormous respect, and it's only appropriate that he is the first one to put this formally in his code so that it's something that we do, we think of, but it's not front and center, and Joel puts it front and center. And I try and talk about how I'm mayor for the whole community, and I want to make the whole community feel like they are welcome, and Joel is showing me how to do that. So congratulations.
That's enough. Sure.
Thank you so much. I'd like to welcome from the county legislator representing the town of Poughkeepsie, Lisa Call.
Thank you so much for having me here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Actually, I wrote something today for a change. A problem well stated is a problem half solved. And I applaud you, Mayor Griffiths, for your path-breaking, and there's no pun intended here, work in identifying a very systemic problem and a solution towards ensuring that we are providing equal access to everybody in public spaces. And I want to take this opportunity right now to just read some words from President Bush when he signed the American Disability Act. So when he signed it, he said this was uniquely aligned with American values. I'm going to quote him. "Our success with this act proves that we are keeping faith with the spirit of our courageous forefathers who wrote in the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men, all people are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. These words have been our guide for more than 2 centuries as we've labored to form our more perfect union. But tragically, for far too many Americans, the blessings of liberty have been limited or even denied. Legally, the ADA will provide our disabled community with a powerful expansion of protections and then basic civil rights. It will guarantee free and just access to the fruits of American life, which we all must be able to enjoy. And together, with examples like this, we must remove the physical barriers we have created and the social barriers that we have unfortunately accepted for far too long. For ours will never be a truly prosperous nation until all within it prosper. And I'm going to take this moment to acknowledge County Executive Serrino, who actually sold herself a little bit short over here today, for prioritizing the creation of the Think Accessible program and initiative in our 2025 budget. And I'm going to say that this new program is going to aim to provide trainings in our county to municipalities to learn about regulations and to lead transition and action plans. It's also going to create a Think Accessible Community Certification program for entities to become ADA compliant. And it is going to work with Independent Living to provide a series of trainings for ADA coordinators throughout the county that will explain ADA regulations in detail. And it's going to help us understand ADA compliance. And I'm going to make a request over here today, which is, I think we have to move beyond thinking of just accommodation and moving beyond the idea of compliance. This has to become our norm and something that we joyfully strive to achieve. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you. Legislator, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Our next speaker, and I think, I don't think we're, if I leave anyone out, just let me know. But our next speaker is a United States Navy veteran, a professor at Marist, and an author, a book or two, and a good friend, Tommy Zerhallen.
So thanks for giving me the opportunity to come congratulate my friend, Mayor Joel. I met you last year at the Disability Prize Festival. Thanks to Lisa, who gave me an education that's really at stake. And I just want to say, my brother, that I see this as a award for courage, you know, because so many people, the ADA has been a civil rights law for over 30 years. So as you say all the time, it's not just the law, it's the right thing to do, right? And you're setting the standard, you're the beacon, right, for all the other municipal leaders in our area who, you know, let's face it, there's a lot of people out there that for some reason see disability compliance as bad for business. But isn't it's good for business? You want everybody feeling welcome in your community, and you've unlocked that secret. I know you've sold this idea to your people, and what a transformation Tivoli has become. And it's all up to you, man. So I see this as an act of courage, brother.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for doing what you do. All right?
You're welcome. Before I turn it over back to Lisa, again, I just want to thank everyone, County Executive, and to the Senator and Assemblywoman's office, and of course Lisa and Karen from Red Hook, and of course dear friend Tommy. Just to the point that Tommy was just making about the business community working so closely, I don't want to put her on the spot. I'm not going to ask you to come up and speak, but Jeanette Papone came in, the manager of the Hotel Tivoli, which by the way is a great place. Lisa and I to be there. We recommend it.
Wonderful.
And it really represents that a business leader would take time out to be here, talks to that partnership. I'm going to turn this back to our executive director to close it out and encourage everyone for some refreshments.
Yeah, I mean, I think that I just want to thank everyone again for coming. Joel, again, congratulations. And all of you so aptly communicated the message of solidarity. Lisa, thank you so much for that, reiterating the message for the ADA and constitutional language about equality, inclusion, welcoming. I mean, that's what we're here for. Thank you, County Executive, for your initiative. I think Accessible, we're honored to work with your administration. Carly, looking forward to that meeting on the 9th. So I just want to thank you all again for coming, and thank you so much. We'll be working together. And Looking forward to seeing you all very soon. And we have refreshments in the next room, so feel free to join us. Thank you again for coming. So, yes.
Somebody fill out.